Do you remember Jeffrey Epstein, the American financier who lured young girls and supplied them for sexual abuse? He had a high-profile social circle, clients that ranged from celebrities to politicians and royalty. At least two former American presidents, Hollywood celebrities, British royalty, and some of the richest names in the world. In 2019, Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide in jail, or is said to have committed suicide. Well, whatever be the case, the sex trafficking syndicate he ran continues to be a subject of investigation. On Wednesday came a big verdict. Epstein's ex-girlfriend and longtime associate was convicted on charges of sexual trafficking. Her name is Ghislaine Maxwell. A 60-year-old British socialite, she dated Epstein in the 1990s. She also helped him abuse teenage girls. A New York court has now sealed her fate. Maxwell has been convicted on 5 counts out of 6. The charges include sex trafficking a minor, enticing a minor to engage in sexual activity, transporting a minor for illegal sex, and 3 counts of conspiracy. Maxwell was acquitted on only one of the charges. We'll discuss them in a bit. First, let me tell you what happened in court. The jury was made up of 6 men and 6 women. They deliberated for 5 days. During this period, the prosecutor showed the court a trove of photographs as evidence. This included images of 2 women, survivors of Epstein's abuse. They accused Maxwell of quote-unquote serving them up to Epstein when they were teenagers. These girls were as young as 14 then. The picture showed them in various questionable states. They were called to the courtroom to testify. They used pseudonyms, fake names to protect their identity. Let me read out the testimony of one of the survivors. She testified under the pseudonym of Kate. And here's what she said, I'm quoting. I met Maxwell when I was 17. She invited me to meet Epstein and asked me to give his foot a little squeeze to show him how strong I was. Epstein approved and had me massage his shoulders. During a visit to the Palm Beach residence, a pleated skirt, white socks and a shirt were left on my bed. When I asked why, Maxwell said, it would be fun for me to take Jeffrey his tea in the outfit. Maxwell spoke of sexual topics with me, asking me of other girls that could give Epstein oral sex. She told me, you know what he likes? Cute, young and pretty like you. The details are gut-wrenching. The survivor claims that such abuse went on till she was in college, and she stayed in contact with Maxwell due to a mix of denial and fear. How did Maxwell respond to these testimonies? Reports say she did not cry but remained stoic. She sat passively in the courtroom, slowly removing her mask to take sips of water, and all the while claiming that the memories of the survivors had been corrupted over time. The jury did not agree. She was declared guilty. The charges against her can ensure 65 years in jail, but the judges did not say when she would be sentenced.
We firmly believe in Ghislaine's innocence. Obviously, we are very disappointed with the verdict. We have already started working on the appeal, and we are confident that she will be vindicated. Everyone, be healthy. Have a happy New Year.
So the lawyers are going to appeal. The odds are stacked against Maxwell. The charges against her are very serious. The evidence seems irrefutable, and her life is very, very controversial. This French-born, Oxford-educated socialite was a confidant and accomplice of Jeffrey Epstein. She led a life of opulence. She romanced billionaires. She dazzled elites. It's unclear how she met Jeffrey Epstein, but they dated for a long time in the 1990s. Epstein was a billionaire. He funded her luxurious lifestyle. In return, she helped him and his friends abuse vulnerable teenagers. Epstein and Maxwell were the toast of America's party circuit. Some of the biggest names in the US were part of their social circle. A lot of them have also been accused of being their clients. Let's tell you who they are. There's Donald Trump, former president of the United States. In 2002, he claimed to have a long friendship with Epstein, saying, and I quote, he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. Need I say more? Then we have Bill Clinton, another former US president. In the 1990s, he would often travel on Epstein's private jets to attend elite gatherings in Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Clinton Foundation insists these trips were entirely professional in nature. Sure they were. Next on the list is Kevin Spacey, an actor whose career fell faster than a house of cards. He was charged with sexual assault in 2017 and had to quit the show. Epstein's pilots say he too would fly with a socialite on his plane, which for some reason was dubbed the Lolita Express. Go figure. And how could we forget Prince Andrew, the most scandal-plagued member of the British royal family? He's the third child of Queen Elizabeth. Court documents from Epstein's trial reveal that His Highness sexually exploited a 15-year-old employee at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. And these were just a few names. There are many, many more. Jeffrey Epstein's clientele had some of the richest and most powerful names in the world. And despite overwhelming evidence, despite countless testimonies, these men have not been charged a single time. The Maxwell verdict could be a start, a beginning to bring Epstein's enablers to book. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.